Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Musician Shift. I'm here tonight with some sad news about Jill Sobule. She was most known for her song I Kissed a Girl and Clueless's Supermodel. She died in a house fire, unfortunately. I'm going to show you that article now. Um, okay, so let's go over this together. Jill Sobule, singer-songwriter behind the gay anthem I Kissed a Girl, dies at 66. It says Joel Sobule, who raised eyebrows with her cheeky 1995 anthem, I Kissed a Girl, has died. According to her publicist, David Elkin, and manager, John Porter, the 66-year-old singer died in a house fire in Woodbury, a suburb of St. Paul, Minnesota, on Thursday. A statement issued by the Woodbury Police Safety Department on Facebook said, when first responders arrived at the home early in the morning, it was engulfed in flames. A woman in her 60s was found dead inside the property. The authorities are investigating the cause of the fire. Sobule was staying with friends in Minnesota before heading to her hometown of Denver to perform songs from her autobiographical coming-of-age musical, F, 7th Grade, on Friday. Instead, the venue in which she was scheduled to perform, Swallow Hill Music, has arranged an informal gathering in her memory. They say Jill Sobule was a force of nature whose music is woven into our culture, said Porter. I hope her music, memory, and legacy continues to live on and inspire others. Comedian and actor Margaret Cho, who directed and appeared in the video for Sobule's 2009 track, San Francisco, and was a friend of the musician, shared her response to the artist's death in an Instagram post on Thursday. This is not real to me, Cho said. I am in shock and cannot process this. I have a friend who actually let me know about this today, and she had a songwriting session years ago with Jill, and she couldn't say enough wonderful things about her. I didn't know Jill, and I am so saddened to hear this. This is just heartbreaking. She was an innovator, you guys. She was groundbreaking. Her confessional songs sparkled with irony and humor and often told stories. Her hit, Supermodel, appeared in the 1995 movie Clueless, and she even once wrote a song at the behest of NPR. Her guitar accompanied performance of Philosophy 101. Oh, that's great. On All Things Considered in 2009 included lyrics, but the single that Sobule is most remembered for is I Kissed a Girl. No, not Katy Perry's I Kissed a Girl. Recounting with tongue-in-cheek humor a tryst between two women, the single reached 67 on the Billboard Hot 100 and was one of the first openly gay anthems. In a 2021 interview with the Philadelphia Gay News, Sobule, who identified as bisexual, reminisced about her first big meeting with record execs for her self-titled album in 1995. Okay, this is funny. They said, we already had Tracy Chapman and Melissa Etheridge. Thank God we finally have a straight female singer-songwriter. It freaked me out, she said. In a 2018 interview with NPR, she added, still to this day, I get people who are saying, that song meant a lot to me growing up in Alabama. That's awesome. Jill Sobule wasn't just a trailblazer in music. She was a beacon for queer artists, said Kate Ellis, GLAAD president and CEO, in an online statement. Long before it was safe or common, Jill was writing and singing about sexuality and identity with raw honesty and wit. At a time when doing so could have cost her everything, she chose truth. That courage helped pave the way for today's artists like Brandy Carlisle, Tegan and Sarah, Lil Nas X, Sam Smith, Adam Lambert, and so many others who now stand proud and open in their music. Sobule never achieved the same level of commercial success after I Kissed a Girl and Supermodel. After she was dropped by various record labels, including MCA and Atlantic, a couple of indie labels she worked with went bankrupt. Sobule became an early pioneer of crowdfunded music. Yep, okay. So basically, I'll skip to the end. A formal memorial celebrating Sobule's life and legacy is scheduled for later this summer. Okay, guys, I just wanted to let you know, too, that She played 2 out of the 3 years at Lilith Fair. So if you guys remember Lilith Fair back in the 90s, some of you do, some of you don't. Some of you weren't born yet. Here are some facts about Jill. That's kind of definitely this first one is groundbreaking. She was one of the first musicians to successfully crowdfund an album. Before Kickstarter, before Patreon, before fan funding became the norm, there was Jill Sobule. In 2008, she raised $75,000 from fans through her own website to record her album, California Years. She offered everything from signed albums to the chance to sing backup vocals for her donation. It worked. Jill not only got a record made, she helped invent a new model for independent artists. That's awesome. She also turned a charm bracelet into an album. She turned a charm bracelet into an album. So Jill's 2014 record Dottie's Charms was inspired by a real charm bracelet someone gave to her. Each song on the album was written in collaboration with one of her favorite authors, like John Letham, David Haju, and Vendela Vida, with every track representing a charm. It was literary, musical, deeply personal, and wholly Jill, whimsical but never without meaning. She wrote unforgettable music for a teen show and a platypus. What? So Jill composed several songs for Nickelodeon, the Nickelodeon series Unfabulous, including the theme song and multiple tunes written by the show's young protagonist. But her most unexpected project, Prozac and the Platypus, a multimedia play about depression, REM sleep research, interesting, and a talking platypus named Frankie. Only Jill could turn something that outlandish into something so human. I love what I'm learning. She had a voice in more than one sense. Jill's voice could swing from biting satire to emotional openness in seconds. Her actual voice was unmistakable. Critics called it wry and wistful, as clear as spring water, like someone cracking jokes while quietly breaking your heart. That duality was her secret weapon, and no one sounded like her. And I think that that is the marker to definitely a distinctive it factor that people have. No one sounded like them. So she made space before there was space. This is the last point. So when I Kissed a Girl hit the top 20 in 1995, it was all about truth. Jill opened doors for queer artists in a time when that kind of visibility was rare and even dangerous. And her songs tackled anything from anorexia, aging, religion, politics. She did it with humor, with empathy, and with courage. Long before conversations about representation became mainstream, Jill was already doing the work, guitar in hand. So Jill might have left us, but her spirit definitely sings on. And every artist she inspired, every girl she gave a voice to, and every listener who finally felt seen. This is a tribute to Jill. So let's carry on her activism, her empathy, her compassion, and keep creating. So stay with me here for more music news, and I will see you guys soon.